Mercedes-Benz GLE450e 4Matic first test review, the practice EV. Pros. Defaults to electric mode. Realistic 50+ mile EV range. Fast charging facilitates 100-mile daily electric drives. Cons. Minimal regenerative braking. Stronger kickdown detent would help stay electric. Touchpad too close to cupholder. This luxury plug-in hybrid SUV seems tailor-made to suit eco-minded swells in the nation's midsection. Show up at a party or function in an EV in that part of the country, and an all-too-familiar refrain is, "I'd like to go electric, but I'm not ready to commit to all battery power." That's because too many middle Americans have heard horror stories from early adopter pals who've attempted electric road trips through middle America, struggling with chargers that are busy, broken, or accessible only via lengthy detours. The 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE450e 4Matic is exactly what these folks are looking for, delivering sufficient daily driving performance with 50-ish miles of electric range and the rare PHEV option of DC fast charging for those who might occasionally want to expeditiously stretch their daily errands run to 100 miles of EV power. Might this be the ideal practice EV to see reluctant intenders through the next few years as our infrastructure matures? What is the GLE450e? As we noted in our first drive review, this example of the E-Class of Benz SUVs blends turbo inline 6-cylinder performance with better than turbo inline 4-cylinder economy for a $2,000 premium over the gas GLE450. We all know prospective EV buyers will look for a long-range, fully electric SUV with a 100-ish kilowatt-hour battery pack, 80% of which will only be needed a handful of times per year. Here, instead of carrying 1,000 pounds of surplus battery, you're lugging perhaps 700 to 800 pounds worth of just-in-case engine, transmission, fuel, and exhaust systems. How efficient is it? Sadly, the EPA isn't expected to release official economy and range numbers until closer to this Mercedes' official on-sale date this fall, but that big battery will likely grant MPG numbers in the 50s. Is the GLE450e a good EV? Maybe, for folks who aren't already spoiled by the right now acceleration of an EV, because asking for that kind of acceleration will always fire the gas engine, perfect for weekend fun trips. The interior quietness, refuel at-home convenience, and DC fast charging will impress your friends. The charging rate ain't great, but the battery's small, so it fills relatively quickly. Then again, there's no one-pedal driving mode. The shift paddles amp up the regen braking somewhat, even if the car will automatically increase regenerative braking when closing on a slower-moving vehicle in EV mode. GLE350 engine, GLE450 dynamic performance. How quick is the Mercedes-Benz GLE450e? This plug-in hybrid's GLE450e moniker promises and delivers gas 6-cylinder performance by teaming a variant of the GLE350's 0-liter turbo 4 good for 248 horsepower and 295 lb-ft with a 134 HP/325 lb-ft electric motor wedged in where a transmission's torque converter would otherwise be. Boasting a combined 381 horsepower and 479 lb-ft, the hybrid's rated output is just enough more than the gas GLE450 models, 362 HP/369 lb-ft, to cope with the roughly 750-pound weight difference. Indeed, the traces of the two GLE450s acceleration curves are very close together, with the pricier hybrid slightly ahead. 0 to 60 miles per hour happens in 5 seconds en route to a 14.0 second, 98. 2 miles per hour quarter mile in the PHEV, as compared with 5, 6 and 14.2 at 97. 4 miles per hour in the gasser. GLE200 electric performance. The GLE450e is a lousy EV in terms of electric performance. By including the gas-powered GLE350's acceleration on the same graph, we can guesstimate the performance in electric mode as roughly a GLE200. Although its weight-to-power ratio nearly triples from 15.5 pounds per horsepower in hybrid mode to 44.2 in EV mode, the weight-to-torque value is only 47% worse than the gas models. This helps keep acceleration performance reasonable at 15.0 seconds to 60 mph on the way to a 19.9 seconds/67. 3 miles per hour quarter mile time. That seems like forever when waiting to trip quarter-mile lights, but when you're not drag racing or running super late for an appointment, that performance is entirely adequate. We've yet to test rival BMW's X5 xDrive 45e. It boasts a bigger 24 kWh battery good for 31 miles of range, a weaker 111 HP/77 lb-ft motor, and a curb weight about 300 pounds less. We discovered by monitoring one of about a gazillion possible display screens that a throttle angle of 65% or more triggers the GLE450e's gas engine. That's well shy of the 95 or so percent kickdown switch detent some automakers use to fire the engine, such as Alfa Romeo in the Tonale PHEV. Electric by default. The GLE450e starts up in electric mode by default whenever the battery state of charge permits. Not every PHEV offers this option, and those that don't often have grossly underpowered electric motors providing acceleration that would try jobs' patience. In our time with the 450e, we only lit the engine a handful of times in normal driving, generally when merging into heavy, fast-moving traffic. And the screens offer lots of EV-type functionality, including charging station overlay on maps, Mercedes-Me charging, even a renewable energy program. 3. Tons of fun. Weighing in at 5,924 pounds, the Mercedes-Benz GLE450e never feels nimble, and all that added mass exacts some handling performance penalties. Braking from 60 miles per hour takes 5 to 8 feet longer than in the gas GLE450 at 123 feet, but stops were impressively consistent, with 4 varying by within 4 feet and none showing appreciable brake dive or fade. Similarly, lateral grip drops from 0.83 to 0.80 on identical Pirelli Scorpion Zero tires, while Figure 8 performance slips 0.4 second and 0.02 average G. Please note that the GLE450e still outhandles the GLE350 130-foot braking 0.78 G, 28.2 seconds at 0.62 G, largely due to the 350's same size but less aggressive Michelin Primacy Tour tires. DC fast charging. It's incredibly rare to find DC fast charging capability on a PHEV. The Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV's CHAdeMO plug provides DC, and the late Honda Clarity PHEV offered fast charging via the more common CCS standard. The 23.3 kWh battery, big for a PHEV, is said to need only 20 minutes to go from 20 to 80% charge using the big plug at its maximum rate of 60 kilowatts. Please don't hog the 350 kilowatts plugs. Recharging via the typical level 2 home or office charger takes 2.8 hours at 11 kilowatts, so this capability greatly increases the electric-only distance an owner can expeditiously cover in a normal day. Is the GLE450e good for commuting? On our early drive of prototype GLE450e vehicles, we complained of non-linear brake pedal feel, raucous engine noise, and rough transmission shifts, all of which seem to have been addressed. And yes, this is a serene cabin in which to commute, replete with massaging seats, fragrance dispenser, and myriad other sybaritic accoutrement designed to cater to varying caprices. Maybe spend some time trying the user interface before buying, as it annoys many staffers. One big gripe: it's tough to access the cup holders without brushing the adjacent touchpad and altering what's on the screen. Should you buy a GLE450e? Middle Americans looking for a practice EV should absolutely consider it. Its ability to operate with the engine remaining off is admirable because, as we've repeatedly noted, buying a PHEV and never plugging it in, or driving it in a way that fires the engine multiple times on a given journey can be way worse for the environment than simply buying a clean combustion SUV or a small battery hybrid. The only other reason folks typically consider PHEVs, for the tax dodge, doesn't apply to the GLE450e because its base price exceeds $55,000. Just remember to go easy on the gas pedal after you trade this Mercedes-Benz GLE450e in on that fully electric Audi Q8 e-tron, GMC Hummer EV SUV, or Rivian R1S. 2024 Mercedes-Benz GLE450e 4Matic specifications. Base price $69,500. Price is tested $91,380. Vehicle layout: front engine, AWD, 5-pass, 4-door SUV. Engine 2. 0L turbo direct injected DOHC 16 valve i4 plus induction electric motor. Power, SA net, 248 horsepower at 5,800 RPM, gas, 134 horsepower, ELEC, 381 horsepower, COM. Torque, SA net, 295 lb-ft at 2,000 RPM, gas, 325 lb-ft, ELEC, 479 lb-ft, COM. Transmission 9-speed automatic. Curb weight, F/or dist, 5,924 pounds, 46/54%. Wheelbase 117. 9 inches. Length x, width x, height 193. 9 by 79. 1 by 70. 8 inches. 0 to 60 miles per hour, DINE/EV mode, 5. May 15th. 0 seconds. Quarter mile, DINE/EV mode, 14. 0 seconds at 98. 2 mph/19. 9 seconds at 67. 3 miles per hour. Braking, 60 to 0 miles per hour 123 feet. Lateral acceleration 0. 80 g, average. MT figure 827. 4 seconds at 0. 67 g, average. EPA city/highway/COM fuel econ not applicable. EPA range, COM not applicable. On sale summer 2023.